We're heading to Texas. Supposed to be 55 right now, dropping to 40. I predict that somebody will get a shot tonight. Grayson and Jade. Try to go barefoot at some if you don't mind.
What's going on?
It's cold.
It's colder at the speak.
Well, I mean, wind good and everything. I mean,
no, yeah, where you're sitting, the wind,
wise.
you got a good wind. It's just gonna be brutal. I mean, you're just gonna get slaughtered all evening. But you got a good wind, and where that one buck's been coming in for her, you're not gonna sit there tonight because I don't want to risk it. The marginal wind in there, so we're gonna wait till probably Tuesday to try to go in there and kill him.
Okay.
But I'm putting you in another spot where there's a couple good bucks showing up.
Blind?
So it's the ground blind. Yeah.
Well, guys, October 14th, we're in Texas. And we're in our heater bodysuits. Yeah, I said that. We're up here hunting with Name the Game Outfitters. Weather's right. We got big bucks. I got my daughter Jaylee up here hunting. She's across the way looking for her first bow buck. It's gonna be fun. We got Brother Terry in camp. We got Garrett Welch in camp. BuckVentures invading Texas. GoPro's got them on their feet. Hopefully Big Boy steps out.
So we've had quite a few does here earlier, but we haven't seen anything recently. The temperatures are dropping, and so these heated bodysuits are pretty nice right now. Right there. It's that big 8 with a sticker. Oh, there's a big one behind you right there. Right here.
Whoa!
Big buck's coming right here, guys. Big shooter. Big 10. Buck's gonna get her win. I knew it was fixing to happen. Dude, you couldn't have drawn up any better now.
Draw, I'm on him, trigger up, and he just went like this. He just went. So I sit there and I kind of went like that and I just let it down. Well, now the other buck, the 8-point, I'm sitting there watching. I know what's going to happen. Sure enough, he gets over there and he gets our wind. Okay. And then that other buck, you know, obviously.
Just going off his body language. Yeah. The best thing we can hope for is that big buck. He don't know what happened.
No.
So there's a chance he'll come back in.
Did you see my deer down there?
Yeah, it's all good.
Where are you going?
Do what?
I tried to tell you and you walked off, but I got a deer down there. Travis.
I hear you. I think you're talking to Justin, aren't you?
No, I'm talking to Travis.
He hustled everybody.
You hustled us big time. Doggone it. That's a good deer, dude. Brother Terry doesn't got it going on. That's what he's got. Dang right.
When I saw him come in, I knew I could shoot that deer.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well, last night when I saw him, I was like, dude, big shooter.
Yeah.
Well, then I just looked to the right, and then I was like, oh, well.
So okay, so that 10's off by himself right now. Unless he.
That 10's got his days numbered.
I hope so. I hope so too. Thing is,
Knock on wood.
It's our second evening back at the same spot. Why wouldn't we be? We just had a giant in here last night. Tonight, I'm hoping he shows back up and I'm gonna be more aggressive tonight. I mean, we're hunting Texas. That means we're hunting feeders and we're hunting corn. That's just how you do it here. You know, some people don't like it, some people do, but you know what? It's legal, it works, and we're gonna use it. Not a bad deer. There's more deer out here in the wheat.
This particular set, they're using the feeders, the throw feeders, and they got it set on a deal where they can go 3 to 4 months without having to come in here. I think that is so key to this spot, is because Garrett knew that he didn't want to be in and out. He just come in here on perfect situations and check those cameras and then get that inventory. That was very key, so a big buck would feel comfortable coming in because no one ever disrupts this area.
I think I smoked my first Texas buck. Man, that's a good deer. Thank you, Garrett. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, named the game. Most of all, thank the good Lord.
There's blood right here on this leaf already.
Yeah, I mean, it's got more hair on it than I like. See, this is one deer right here.
It looks like, when we were looking back at that footage, it looked like he went right and the other buck went to the left of it.
Yeah. Gotta find some blood. Yeah, got blood?
I got a dead deer.
I was nervous. I mean, nervous. You were too, so don't act like you weren't.
oh no, that's why. We were all nervous.
But,
You know, when you shoot one there, you shouldn't be nervous.
dude, that is a killer deer.
Look at the body, everything.
Yes. Good beams, good mass, excellent 2s and 3s, especially this side here.
It carries mass out good. Good time length.
Having my daughter in camp and getting to come right up here to Texas and from you cooking me lasagna.
And I don't cook.
And just to the sharing camp with people that are passionate about what I love. And, you know, God's Great Outdoors, it brings some good people together. Travis and Garrett, they haven't pressured this ranch and they know what they're doing. So, guys, I'm just gonna tell you, a soft push right here. If you wanna hunt Texas, give these boys a call. They're great people and great ground equal this right here.
They got a big wheat field to the left right there.
Yeah. And then we look over, and I'm like, is that a cow? And like, I mean, cause he was like, his face looked huge.
And this is right at daylight?
Yeah, that like right, it just had gotten like where we could shoot. And we were just sitting there watching it, and I was shaking so bad. Like, I was shaking really bad. Like, I mean, like there was a couple times I'm pretty sure he heard me shaking, and I was just like trying to stop, and the feeder's 30 yards, so I was waiting until he got like a little bit ahead of that. And he got to about 25 yards, and I started to pull back, and he looked at me like I'm at mid-draw, and I'm like, no.
You're just...
Yes, and so like I pulled it all the way back, and then it ran off.
Well, that's all part of it.
Good downer.
I missed 4 when I was 14 years old one night, and I didn't get close to any of it. Well, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Logan,
you'll get it done. It just takes time.
Logan was having to coach me through breathing. She's like, breathe. I'm like, sorry.
Well, I'm right here where Jaylee hunted, and it was the same place I hunted. And going into me, what made it successful is, number one, is Garrett and them felt like, even though I'd been in here and shot a deer, that they felt like it was still going to be good. And I just think that is knowing your property, knowing what your property can handle, and actually knowing what that set can handle.
See it. I'm kind of like that. I don't see him yet, so I don't know. We're gonna have to wait a little bit before we can try and go find him. I mean, I'm somewhat disappointed in myself, but I don't know.
Hello?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah. Huh?
The 6x4 came in.
Uh-huh.
And
You kidding?
It hit a little far back, and I think it's like got shot.
Okay, well that's okay.
What?
If you shot him in the guts, that deer is done.
Okay.
That's a pretty tough shot. I'll be right there, okay? You did a good job. That was perfect. Just a little bit back. Hey, let's see if she sent that deal. Bad news for you, though. You're probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow morning.
I figured.
We knew this was a shot that was back. We knew it was going to be lethal, but we waited 24 hours. I cannot stress that enough. Not 6 to 8 hours. We waited 24 hours, and I would tell anyone, make sure and at least wait 15.
Probably just going to have to go back and start making circles, you know, being a gut shot. There's going to be no blood.
We're going to comb this. This is where he kept getting up. So that's why, but y'all might just go a little further and come back and just look good. Look for birds, coyotes, and look for a deer.
All right, what I think we should do is grid search. We'll just
Work that way.
work all the way around and then just try to cover all this CRP, because you know how it is in CRP. If you don't walk around the farm, it's hard to find them. What do you think about that, girl?
What do you think about that?
Proud of you.
Thank you.
He didn't run 250, 300 yards, but again, look at that, look at the mass. What do you think about that?
Really happy.
Speechless right now?
Yeah.
That's a stud.
Was you worried?
I could see it on her face. I could see it on your face. You were getting worried.
I was getting worried.
She came up over that hill. You should have seen her eyes. She just looked at it. It's like
She never looked at us. I kept looking at her going, is she going to say, there he is? we talked a little bit about it with highs and lows. And again, we go into highs and lows. And I don't think I can be any higher than this morning. I mean, and the one thing that I was talking about even as we were looking is, and I think Garrett even said it, I mean, you're having to, you got all this land and you got to go find a deer without a clue, because there was no clue. This is just, but thankfully the deer went 220 yards and
Gave him plenty of time. I mean, and that's what happened. I mean, if we were to come in here and rush it yesterday, I mean, we would have bumped them, and there's no telling, we may have never found them. So I mean, first deer at the compound. I mean, I would have loved to kill a deer like this for the first deer at my compound. I know that for sure. And your first Texas deer.
Oh yeah.
So.
You've hunted a lot of places, and this trip right here, just give me some thoughts. What's your thoughts on Name the Game, and what's your thoughts on Texas?
I definitely want to come back. It was a lot of fun. I love hanging out with you guys. Every night was exciting. There was always something new, so.
I mean, I know you didn't see that many bucks.
No, it was awesome. There were so many bucks that I couldn't believe it.
Well, guys, in spirit of Deer Week, I'd just like to pray for you. Let's bow our heads, and I'll do that. Dear Lord, we just thank you for this day. Lord, I love you so much, and I just pray that you'd be with us as hunters all across this land, Lord, as we pursue game and your great outdoors. Lord, I pray that you would keep us safe, keep our families safe, and dear Lord, more than anything, I pray that you'd help us be the men and women you've called us to be, Lord. Everywhere we go, help us to witness and be an example. We love you. We ask these things in your precious name, Lord. Amen.